What's up, guys? It's Coach John Lucas. Today, we're going to take a look at some strategies for pre-hab. Pre-hab, in case you guys didn't know, is it's an actual word in the dictionary. And if you look it up, the definition is doing stuff now so you don't get hurt later. It's like the opposite of procrastinating. Injury, non-procrastination. So you guys probably have some items in your house that you can use to up your pre-hab game. Today we're going to focus primarily on just some really simple things that you can do right at home. Shoulders, for ankles, for your knees. Just some really simple exercises that you can do with little to no equipment, maybe some cans of food as weights if you don't have any weights. In a gym situation, I would recommend using a bungee, but we're not in the gym right now, so we're out a lot. But we'll eventually get back in the gyms, and until then, enjoy these tips and exercises that you can do right at home to make sure that your joints are ready to go back to the gym. All right, my first tip is for your ankle. Ankle stabilization is really important to an athlete, especially to a gymnast. So to maintain healthy ankles, you want to make sure that they're always strong and stable. The simplest way that I've found to be able to do this is simply stand on one foot. When you go up and stand on one foot, you're going to have to stabilize the ankle by wiggling the ankle from side to side in order to balance. While you're doing that, you're developing more strength in that joint and creating a more stable ankle. I like to balance on one foot for a minute, then switch over and do the other foot for a minute. Then I go back to my first foot, close eyes this time, which really makes it a lot harder to balance. When you just close your eyes, it takes away one of those senses that's helping you balance. It makes it a lot more difficult, and therefore you're working a little bit harder. Then you finish by doing 1 minute on the second leg, and that's it. 4 minutes to keep your ankles strong and healthy. Super easy to find 4 minutes a day to be able to get that exercise done. The next one, we're just going to move up the body, so it's going to be for your knees. Just simple squats, doing reps of 10 to 20 simple squats. But while you're doing it, focusing on a few really important key things. The first one is going to be trying to stand mostly on the exterior part of your foot. So instead of just standing normal, you're going to push the outside of your feet slightly more into the ground, and then as you bend your knees, focus on using your bottom and your glutes and keeping pressure outward with your knees. Squat down and stand up, and just doing that 10 times. Also, having your chest up is important during this. This next one, you're actually going to lay on your stomach. This is the one I like to do without any weights. So I start with my arms in a T. The first thing I've got to learn is to pick my shoulders up and pinch my shoulder blades together. Then I'm going to lift my hands, and I'm just going to hold that position for 20 seconds. If I put my hands down to a 45, not letting my shoulders drop, but still maintaining that shoulder blade pinch, that's really going to help my shoulders. Hold that for 20 seconds. And then if I lift forward into a Y position, that's going to help strengthen my rotator cuff as well. I also do the same exercise where I'm just doing lifts. I'm doing like 20, and then 20, and then 20. Or I'll do swims, all the while not letting the shoulders drop. This wouldn't be helping, but pinching with those shoulder blades. So for this next exercise, what we're going to do is you're going to point your chest down toward the ground, let your arms hang down, and then pinch those shoulder blades together. From this position, lift into a T. Now we're going to get a lot of motion into the exercise, where when we were laying on our stomach, we weren't moving that much. Here is where weights are going to come into the equation. Now I don't have weights here at my house, but I have olives. So you're going to hold the weights in your hand, and then pinch those shoulder blades, and you're going to lift. You're going to try to do 20 is the right number, and You really want 1 pound up to maybe 5 pounds maximum. I would never do over 5 pounds for therapy, for prehab. You want to keep the weight light and make sure that you're getting the correct muscles targeted. If you're going to put heavy weight in my hand, as soon as I go to lift, I'm going to use my strong shoulder muscles that I'm trying to train my body not to use for all those specific motions like throwing a ball and whatnot. At least that's my understanding of it, is the stabilizer muscles need to get strong and be able to work together to balance the shoulder out. And a lot of reasons why gymnasts will get shoulder injuries is due to, gymnastics itself, all the positioning is planche and Maltese and pressing, and everything's pushing in this position, which puts you at risk for an injury in the labrum and out in the shoulder. So you need to make sure that you're having that good posture throughout your normal day and not having that round shape with the shoulders hunched forward. So these exercises are going to target that specifically. There's a few more I'm going to go through quickly. You're going to do going back to that 45 position and forward with the shoulder blades pinched. Lifting out to the Y position, all the while not letting the shoulders drop down and lifting this way, but keeping them pinched the whole way up and the whole way down. It's going to be really important. And then the last one is out to a bent arm T and back down. So you can do those with weights or you can do them without weights. Starting with really low weight, like 1 pound would be good enough. You don't want to just go grab some 5 pound dumbbells and do 20 of all of those exercises. Definitely you're not going to be using the right muscles if you do that. Some other ones for the shoulders while standing, and I'll use weights or maybe not, depends on where I'm at in how often and regular I'm doing this. But you're going to take those shoulders, pull them back, pinch the shoulder blades, and then lift out to a T. And then you're going to go forward, and then you're going to draw an X and go up to Y, and come down to an X and up to a Y. All right, so for this next one, you're going to lay down on your side. You're going to take your weight, have your arm at a 90-degree angle. Again, you're going to kind of pinch that shoulder blade back and just lifting your arm this way. Then I like to put it in my other arm. Again, shoulder blades pinched, and I'm lifting this way. If you guys did like this video, hit that like button, consider subscribing to the channel, and hitting the bell so you get notified when I upload new content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. It's better, I think, when I script these things. But this is fun. Oh, clickbaitiest thing I've done.